Have you ever pondered the mystery of the 3,000 who perished for idolatry at Mount Sinai? A tale steeped in divine retribution, a mass grave, and a question that has puzzled historians and theologians alike for centuries. A story rooted in the rich tapestry of biblical accounts, where divine law meets human frailty, resulting in a tragedy of unprecedented proportions. A mystery waiting to be unraveled, and a story waiting to be told. Join us as we unravel the story as told in the Bible. The Bible holds a dramatic recounting of this event. The story unfolds with the Israelites, freshly freed from the bonds of Egyptian slavery, journeying through the wilderness led by Moses. Their destination, the holy Mount Sinai. This was not just any mountain, but the very place where God would etch his commandments into stone and reveal them to his chosen people. But as Moses ascended the mountain to commune with God, the Israelites were left waiting at the base. Days turned into weeks, and their faith began to waver. Impatience gave birth to fear, and fear birthed a perverse idea. They desired a deity they could see, touch, and worship, so they pooled their gold, and from this wealth a golden calf was molded, an idol to comfort their fears. When Moses descended from the mountain, clutching the stone tablets inscribed with God's laws, he was confronted with a sight that stirred his wrath. His people, the chosen ones, were dancing and reveling around a false god. Consumed by anger, he hurled the tablets to the ground, shattering them into fragments, a symbol of the broken covenant. God's wrath was no less severe. He had witnessed his chosen people willingly plunge into idolatry. He had freed them from the shackles of slavery, only for them to enslave themselves again to a false deity. His punishment was swift and decisive. The tribe of Levi, loyal to God and Moses, was commanded to draw their swords. In obedience, they moved through the camp, and when the day ended, 3,000 lay dead, a grim testament to the wages of sin. The aftermath was a chilling silence. The once jubilant camp was now a field of death, a graveyard for those who had chosen idolatry over their covenant with God. The bodies were moved from the sacred confines of the tent, laid to rest in public tombs beyond its boundaries. And so the ground became a silent witness to the death of 3,000 souls. Centuries later, a discovery would shed light on this biblical event. In the month of April, in the year 1995, an American couple, Penny and Jim Caldwell, embarked on a journey that would lead them to a significant discovery. The Caldwells, driven by their curiosity and love for history, found themselves 9 kilometers away from the base of Jabal Maqla. The site of their discovery, a tomb site, lay 45 meters above the Wadi al-Abyad roadbed. Now, if we were to draw a straight line from the base of Jabal Maqla to the discovered tomb site, the distance would be about 6.4 kilometers. Intriguing, isn't it? This aligns perfectly with the biblical description of events. You see, those who had perished could not be buried within the tent. It is only natural to assume that they were laid to rest in public tomb sites situated outside of the tent. The Caldwells had not set out with the intention of finding a graveyard. Their discovery was a serendipitous one, but it was no less significant. The tomb site, a silent witness to the past, held the remains of those who had paid the ultimate price for their idolatry. It was a chilling reminder of the biblical tale. The Caldwells had stumbled upon a piece of history, a testament to the biblical tale. But why does this matter? What is the significance of this event and discovery? Well, it's like opening a window into a pivotal moment in biblical history. For religious scholars, the event marks a significant turning point, a moment of divine wrath and human contrition. It's a sobering reminder of the consequences of idolatry and moral transgressions. The discovery of the tomb site brings tangible reality to an ancient tale. It's like finding a missing puzzle piece in the grand tapestry of human history. That's the thrill of archaeology, isn't it? Unearthing truths buried long ago, lending credence to stories once dismissed as mere myths. For the believers, the discovery is a reaffirmation of faith, of the truth of the scriptures. For the skeptics, it's a nudge towards reconsideration. For the curious, it's an invitation to delve deeper into the fascinating realm of biblical history. And so, the biblical story of the 3,000 at Mount Sinai continues to resonate, echoing through the centuries, etched in the sands of time.